At PlantCon, I'm having a great time. Oh my gosh. I think all of the amazing plants that you only ever see on the internet or photos, you get to see them in person and possibly buy them, which I think is so cool. Also, the community here has just been really great. Everyone's so welcoming. And yeah, it's just really nice to meet people in person that you see on the internet and make connections. So it's been really cool. Oh my gosh, that's so difficult. So I'm a big Hoya person. So I absolutely love Hoya. But if I had to pick like a specific plant, I think it would be my Philodendron Milano Chrysum.
Okay, yeah, that's a popular favorite.
It's a good one, and I've grown it to be just a little bit taller than I am. So it's my baby.
Is it on a moss pole?
It is on a moss pole. So yes, it is very tall, and it was one of those plants you struggle with at the beginning, but once you get the growth and everything situated, you really take off, and then it's like such a rewarding thing to see.
Very nice.
So my husband and I actually bought a house a couple years ago, and my best friend got me a Marble Queen Pothos as a housewarming gift, and I thought, how embarrassing would it be if I killed this plant? And I was like, I absolutely cannot do that. So I took to YouTube and Instagram and all of the plant influencers that I now love and follow, and just learned a lot, and that really, kick-started the obsession, I call it. But no, it's really great, and I love it, and I love being able to share and learn from other people. Okay, wow. I would say like a big, huge caramel marble would be oh yeah, absolutely. That would be my wish list, or the Madara Hoya.
Okay,
that one's pretty pricey.
That was up there.
That was up there. So that would definitely be my two. My two. I guess
dream plants. Your wish list.
One day. He is actually incredibly supportive. He is really into the plants that I buy as well. So I bought him on Sarah Albo last year. He's obsessed with him. His name is Harvey. I do not name my plants.
I was about to ask.
No, I do not name my plants. Jake has named him Harvey, and he will come in to my office every day and go, how's everyone doing? And like go around and I'll show him new growth. So he's really great and super supportive. And
very cute.
Obviously here with me this weekend, which
very
is
nice.
a lot. I did not. This is my first time.
This is our first time too.
Yeah.
What are your impressions? What did you think of the
I just am so like overwhelmed in the best way of the amount of like people and vendors that are here. It's been an amazing experience. We went to the opening reception last night.
At the Botanical Gardens.
That was lovely, and the Botanical Gardens were great. Houston as a whole, this is my first time in Houston as well.
First time in Houston,
And no, it's great. I've had an awesome time. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. On TikTok, I'm Grown Right, and then on Instagram, I'm Grown.Right.
Okay.
Grown Right was taken on Instagram. If anyone knows, let me know, because I really like that ad name. But yeah, no, my content is just easy tips and tricks. I like to have fun, so a lot of it is fun plant humor and things like that. I've started developing small care guides for different plants. So like I have one for a pothos, for a Hoya, that you can kind of save on my page and then quick reference it and things like that. So I just want to be able to engage with my audience in unique ways and be able to teach someone something. And if they leave with a little tidbit of knowledge, all the better. Okay, so I would say, as a beginner plant parent, my biggest mistake was watering on a schedule. So I would water, every Tuesday or whatever it was. And typically that doesn't work because plants are not on a schedule. So I would say don't water on a schedule. I also don't think you have to have a moisture meter. If you take a skewer stick it in your soil and pop it back out, it'll tell you if the soil's wet or dry. So,
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm Planny Quill. I'm one of the ambassadors for Palmstreet, and we're live at PlantCon watching the competition. What I do, well, for this weekend, I'm working for PlantCon. My favorite plant would have to be probably one of the ones I got this weekend. It's called an Emerald King. Very cool plant. If you guys haven't already, make sure to check out some of the sellers that are also on Palmstreet, and some of them are here today, so come and check it out if you're local to Texas. Favorite thing I've seen at PlantCon, honestly, I just like meeting everybody. All of our ambassadors, I've known them from online, and meeting them face to face is such an awesome experience. Getting to meet the faces of Palmstreet, of course, and seeing who's behind the awesome app that we know as Palmstreet.
My name's Rocco Elliott. I got into plants like a little bit after COVID started. I wrote a song called Just Me and My Plants, and it kind of blew up on TikTok, and then a bunch of people started using it for sound. Martha Stewart used it for a sound, and I wrote a couple more plant songs. So honestly, I had it stuck in my head. Like I was outside looking at my plants like everybody else, and I just like couldn't get that loop out of my head. And I was like, I need to put this into a song, and now it's stuck in everybody else's head too. So I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Very nice, very nice.
Woo, that's hard. All right, so I have a hibiscus coccineus.
Okay.
And it was variegated from seed, and I've never seen another one on the internet anywhere. Like I've Googled pictures of it and everything.
Oh my gosh.
It's like albo, so it's really neat looking. That's probably my favorite, but I don't know.
That's your like red diamond, your ruby, or
right. And it's like almost died like twice, and I'm just it's just surviving, you know.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm trying to keep it going, you know.
Yeah. How do you like PlantCon?
Oh, I love PlantCon. If you're not at PlantCon, you're missing out for sure. We set up a bunch of bio orbs, and we had like less than an hour to do it, and that was really fun. But I don't know if I have a favorite because everywhere I go, I think everything's so cool. You know?
Very nice.
But yeah, just try to write stuff so that it's like a little bit deeper, but also has like the science still involved, you know, so it's not just too basic. But I don't know that I have like a favorite lyric necessarily.
Okay.
Well, right now I just released a new song called This Is My Plan.
Yep.
And I feel like that's probably one of the hardest ones that I've written. Like it's just got a hard beat and everything. And but obviously everybody likes Just Me and My Plan. So I still listen to that one. So Rocco Elliott Music. Some version of that across all the platforms.
Rocco Elliott Music. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. And again, Rocco Elliott Music. And we hope you enjoy the rest of PlantCon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
all.
much.
I definitely went to each booth and said, what's your cheapest plant? So I think I did pretty good for what we've got in there. Definitely, I have. Not to this level, and not this quickly. So it was a lot of fun. It's been a blast. This year's been great. Last year was good, but it's even better now. Oh my God. I would say this actually was probably my favorite thing so far. Oh, absolutely. You can find me at Brandon Botanical on all platforms and brandonbotanical.com.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sam's Plants and Plants. No, this is actually my year too. How has it changed? Well, it is significantly bigger than it was last year. I think it's about 3 times the size.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I feel like this is day 2, but there's still things that I've missed. Like there's just so many different things, so many interactive things this time. It's really exciting. Ooh, I bought 1.
Okay, that's good.
I'm trying to be good. Yeah. I bought it's so sweet. It's a little moss enclosure and it looks like a Pokeball.
Yeah.
There's a Pokemon in it. There's a Psyduck and a little Togepi.
Very cute.
So I'm trying not to go big on the plants.
Yeah.
But I have made several other purchases.
Very nice. Very nice.
Ooh, did not expect. Well, there was one that I did sort of expect, but I'm always excited to see. Her booth is called Girl on Art.
Okay.
It's crocheted plant stuff. So it's plant adjacent.
Yeah. That's
You
really
can get
cute.
like bouquets, and she's making them now as well, so you can get like fresh flowers. How did I get into plants? Well, I've always been surrounded by plants. Growing up, my mom was always really into plants, so I kind of saw them but didn't really see them. They're around. And it wasn't until 2020 when like the big plant boom happened with the pandemic that I really started getting into plants. And my 13-year-old dog passed away. And I needed something to care for that I could love and watch grow. And plants really did that for me. So not only was it because of the passing of my dog, but also with the pandemic and not being able to be around people, it brought me a lot of comfort. Well, I have one plant that I gifted to myself. It was like when Monstera albos were like rare. I spent $185 on a cutting. For one of the vendors that's actually here, Cultivar. And it was Monstera albo, and it was very special to me. It was a gift to myself for my birthday. And it was a one-leaf cutting, and now it's one of my biggest plants in my home. So it's just flourished, and I helped it get there. It's big and beautiful because I helped it. And it makes me happy to look at. And
Is it on a moss hole?
It's not on a moss hole yet. I haven't staked up, but it's just so big and beautiful.
Have you ever chopped it at all? No.
No, but I'm getting very close to it. I'm like, okay, I might chop some aerial roots too, because you know they get a little leggy looking.
They do.
Yeah,
very nice. Wow, that's really endearing.
That's a tough one because I've gotten to the point with my collection where I'm really content. I'm so happy with what I have. There have been several that have come in and out. Like I tried a philodendron princess before. They were very fulfilling, but I rehomed it, so I don't think I currently have a wish list plant. Well, I would say something that I really wish I had known before getting into plants is that all plants need light. You hear about low light plants, that doesn't mean no light. So you need to make sure that you're giving them something. If you're wondering like, this plant isn't growing, or this one is really buggy, like why does it have so many bugs? And it's not about having the most plants and trying to shove them all in a corner and in the darkest corner of your house because it looks beautiful, because it might not be good for them. So what I found is make sure that you have a good space. Make sure you have good space in your home so that they can have light and that they're not all touching each other. So that's also how bugs, they will hop from plant to plant. So give them space. Make sure that you have that space before you bring it into your home, but otherwise your house is a jungle, you can't navigate around it, and then you've got bugs everywhere and they're all dying and you're like, what do I do? So just make sure that you have the space and you have the light for your plants. On Instagram, I am Sam's Plants and Plants on Instagram. And
I think it went fabulous. As you can see, I chose a nice array of plants. I was wanting to give like texture, color, depth, all of it, just to make you feel like you're there in there. And I think I did good. Favorite thing of PlantCon? Being around all my planty friends, my plant besties, and seeing the community come together for the love of plants. Botanically Bee on all platforms.
PlantCon day one was great. Yeah, I got to meet so many different people, see a lot of different vendors. Yeah. I went home with like a few plants. So very nice. Yeah. My name is Madison, also known as Denver.plantmom on Instagram. Yeah. So I just collect plants mostly. Yeah. So and I like to. I'm a believer that anyone can collect plants. Yeah. So just like depending on how you grow them and what kind of grower you are, like and what type of water you are. So anyone can take care of plants. And so that's my biggest thing is just like helping people like learn that and figure out how to keep plants. Right. I mean, there's so many people that are like, oh, I don't have a green thumb. I don't have a green thumb. I can't take care of a plant. Exactly. It takes some time and you have to learn, but it's really not that hard. And I'm like, a lot of people that say they love plants, they are almost over waterers, so they like over carers. And so my biggest thing that I tell people, I say, okay, so after you've watered your plant, like the next day, go around and feel its stem and feel its leaf and feel how the plant feels when it's been watered. Right, it's sturdy. You feel that it has water in it. Yes, absolutely. And then when it needs water, it'll show you by like losing water in its stem, losing water in its leaf. And so if the leaf will get thinner and the stem will get squishy. And so you'll just be able to tell when it needs water. Okay, so you're from Denver, I imagine, right? Yeah. So this is your first time at PlantCon? Yes. Okay. This is my first time at PlantCon. What was your impression when you first came in? What's something you really, you're like, wow, I did not expect this? Honestly, this many people. Yeah? Oh, yeah. This many people being involved in plants and just like loving plants and also the variety of vendors that you have. And not even the variety of vendors, but all the little tchotchkes that everybody has. So like, I love little tchotchkes, like little mushrooms that I can put in my plants. They're like little sticks that I can put on. And so there's so many different things. So you can just see all the different things that people create. Very nice. My first plant was actually a big bromeliad. Oh, really? So it's not like the normal plant that a lot of people have. I was looking for one that was going to be, at first I was like, okay, plants, and I have cats. So I need to make sure that I'm not going to have any issues with my cats. So I got a bromeliad, and I just loved it. And I loved like going around and like I sprayed it, and then that one was so nice because you just poured water in the inside, and then you only watered the soil like once a month. So it was just perfect for me. And I loved watching them grow. Do you still have this? So actually, this bromeliad, I guess I took really good care of it because it put off like 7 different pups. Wow. Yeah. And so it was 7 different pups that ended up coming off. So I actually was able to like keep them on the mother plant. Yeah. And then bromeliads, what happened is the mother plant dies off, and then you're able to separate the pups. And so I was able to separate all the pups and give pups to people that I knew. Wow. And then I actually have one of the pups myself, and it's not going to bloom this year. It's going to bloom next year. Okay. So, but the bromeliad's life cycle is like every 3 years. Right. They'll bloom after 2 or 3 years, and then they'll die off, and they'll have pups. Very nice. I see you have a begonia tattoo. I do. Wow, show that baby off. It's I love it. Yeah. Are you a begonia babe? I'm a big begonia babe. Very nice. Have you gotten into rare begonias? Yeah, I have. Oh, they're dangerous. They're beautiful. They are dangerous. Yes. My wish list. One that I got yesterday, or one that I like still have on my wish list? So you still have on your wish list. Okay. No pressure. Well, okay. If I had room for it right now, I'm out of room for my Hoyas. My Hoyas all live in my south window.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, but I really want a Hoya dinner plate, like a Hoya latifolia. I think it's a latifolia.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that is one that I really, really love. I love those big leaf Hoyas.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm currently out of room for my Hoyas.
No worries.
Hello everyone, I'm rolling with Dandy Plants. Thank you so much for coming and, well, I guess for being here on Palmstreet.
Yeah.